welcome back to Season 3 of Ionized Bastards. I'm your GM, Michael. We've got everyone in the StreamYard because that's what we do now. How are y'all doing?
And we'll never forget that that's how this works, ever.
We're doing okay.
Pretty bad, Michael.
Yeah, like quick. How are you doing? I'm bad. Just checking in. I'm bad.
Great.
Moving right along. And we are escaping into this world where we can save it.
Yeah. I have a quick Star Wars canon question for you guys because it's important to what I'm doing over here.
Is Wraith Squadron canon? Is that your question, like your last time?
That might be an all-time favorite, as you like to say, Alden. Lightly tapping on the fourth wall.
Lightly. Those are my nice pool moments where I just lightly. For real though, I don't know the answer to this one. So you remember in Guardians of the Galaxy or in Infinity War when maybe in both, I don't remember, when Drax is eating the Zarg nuts.
Is this a Star Wars question? You said?
Well, it is. Like, is there a Star Wars equivalent to like a thing that they eat like snack wise or candy wise, like a small little thing?
I say Mantel mix would be the
That's what it is. So pretend that Thalbor Sheems is eating Mantel mix tonight because I got a bag full of Reese's and I'm not gonna not eat them. So I'm stress eating Mantel mix while we try to hunt this fucker.
It's all good.
Well, hey, if there's one place you can stress eat, it's level 1313 of Coruscant. So when last we left off,
I'm pretty sure we're getting into a bar fight, so you might want to set the fucking Mantel mix down.
What? A fight? What? When has there been fighting on this show?
I know. It's almost like we're 3 episodes into the final season and no one's had to draw a weapon yet.
What? Well, you drew a weapon. It was just in a non-threatening way.
Oh, yeah. But in a threatening way.
When last we left off, the Ionized Bastards met with Chancellor of the New Republic, Mon Mothma, on Coruscant. You guys explained to her not only the Exarian incident, but the lingering threat of salvage, as he is currently pursuing both the Doxos revenge and revenge on all of you. And really the galaxy as a whole. So you guys secured immunity for Haylex Slifal if she agreed to help you all in the takedown of Salvage and his remnants of Damale armaments. So you guys went to go not only get her immunity deal, but also to shit talk Vera a little bit and get a little bit more intel about her remaining cache of the Doxos revenge. Haylex managed to narrow down where the last cache most likely ended up, which was with an arms dealer on level 1313 of Coruscant named Cav Verlin. So you guys have just restocked all your armaments, gathered your weaponry, and you guys are getting ready to head to the turbo lifts to head down to a notoriously poorly regarded part of Coruscant, shall we say. So if you guys have anything you want to do before you head down there, I'll give you a moment to do that.
I think we're ready, you know. I'm ready. Start, you know, bumping Regulate by Warren G and Nate Dogg, and we'll get it.
What is the security situation post meeting the Chancellor? Like, are we considered important walking around here? Like, are they keeping tabs on us as we go down?
Alden's like, can we get like a Coruscant guard security detail?
Well, I don't need like a police escort, but I'm just wondering, like, if it pops off, do I need to worry about like reporting, or are we all on the same page?
I mean, Donrick's kind of your quote unquote handler, if you will. So Great. If you have any issues, he's kind of your go-to guy. I know you don't like that answer, but
whatever.
He's kind of right in the middle between you and the high level guys that you're kind of answering to. So
I was gonna say, I think it's one of those, like, you know, something doesn't need reported unless we decide it needs to be reported. Like, we
don't need to report that to him until we have something to
report. Yeah, I think that's basically the operating practice right now.
Incredible. Wonderful plan. Good accent, by the way.
It has aged well, much like all things in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, what is
the whole fucking trilogy.
Taking the ventilation shaft. Excuse me. Are we taking the ventilation shaft?
Oh man.
We'll probably just be taking the turbo lifts. It's pretty quick to get down that way. You'll just well, just don't bring your wallets with you.
No. Unacceptable.
Wow, insensitive.
Do you want me to hold on to your wallet?
Going?
I was poor for 6 months. Okay? I'm just now on an upswing. Now that I'm back out in the world. Not going to go down there with no resources.
How Thalbor got his groove back.
You can do whatever you want, Thorian. Just know you'll be a mark for every con man and pickpocket that sees you.
No, they'll have to get through us first.
They all love me. I know
Yeah,
most of these
because
people.
you have money and they will take your money.
No, I'll talk my way out of it. That's what I always do.
You'll talk your way into a shallow grave in level 1313.
Well, that's why we have you.
Is there dirt down there?
No.
More than you'd think.
No. Oh, that's unsettling. I haven't been that way in a minute.
All right, well, I guess we'll just keep an eye on you, Thalbor, and hope for the best.
I like that plan. So are we? Did we? Yeah, like, are we physically? Are we on our way down while we're having this conversation?
I assumed you guys were just finishing getting stocked on the Bastard. Now you're heading over to the turbo lifts.
Gotcha. So, can I run some sort of, like 13th? Like, I would assume that like Thalbor would know the best traders, the best, rats, the best dealers. But this is 1313. Like this is probably like Thalbor's there maybe like once a month or pre-pocus. Like,
I would say you probably haven't come here too often because even like you've probably had dealings with people on 1313, but actually going down there has probably been a very, very rare thing for you. Go ahead and make a straight intelligence roll for me. So just add your intelligence modifier to whatever you roll.
Could I make a roll similar to that? Just because this Coruscant used to be Fabian's old stomping grounds, and he also was very much involved in the underworld. Just like
if you want,
not Coruscant specifically, at least for a while. You said add intelligence to it.
Yeah, just add your intelligence modifier.
Heard. Well, that's 0, so it doesn't matter.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
It was cocked, but I'll just take the 7.
Okay. Fabian, just because the Jedi didn't really fuck with level 1313 very much, being so involved in the political corruption of the Republic, staying to the higher levels of Coruscant was kind of the Jedi's bread and butter, and honestly turning a blind eye to what was going on those lower levels was a flaw of the Jedi. And so you know it by reputation, of course, in your time since leaving the Order, but you've never been down there.
Okay. Cool.
So Thalbor, you know a lot about level 1313 in terms of its criminal underworld is constantly shifting and changing. And the general rule of thumb there is there's no fucking law. There's no order. There's no, security presence. You are on your fucking own down there. And if you're just like some, bumblefuck who goes down there, you're probably going to get robbed or conned or enslaved or any number of things. So generally, if you're not a hardcore criminal or you don't have backup, you don't go down there.
Nice. Well,
and so you don't have many contacts down there per se, and any ones that you would have had, you probably wouldn't want to make contact with after what happened 6 months ago. So yeah, that's about where you're at with level 1313.
Cool. So I'm gonna turn to the boys. All right. So I know 4D, this is your first time coming down here, and quite frankly, it's not really you I'm worried about. Just, trigger happy is the name of the game. There are no laws. I mean, there are laws, but let's be real. It's like, you know, who's coming down here, right? Who actually gives a shit? And which brings me to my next point. Fabian.
Yes.
All of you disconnected, you know, upper level elites that like to pretend that all of this never existed. Well, you're about to get hit with a Mack truck of reality. This is what I like to call the real Coruscant. Okay, while you guys were out there, you know, doing campaign stops with, Liz Chani of, you know, whatever planet she's from. This was the actual truth of what was happening. So
Might be the most insulting thing you've ever said to me in or out of character.
all you Jedi like to act like you were never down here. Let me do the talking.
How
We'll get
about you
through it.
shut the
Okay.
fuck up and let me do the talking, Thobor?
Well, let her do the talking. Let me do the emphasizing.
Because if you do your thing, you're gonna get shot, probably by me.
I think you also forget that you and I both have worked for the Hot Cartel for some time, so I may not have been around these parts specifically, but one of us has done a lot more wet work in the criminal underworld than the other.
Wow.
And you were
Wow.
close with your analysis, Thobor. 1313 isn't just Coruscant. 1313 is the whole fucking galaxy when you get down to it.
That was a good line, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was bars.
Can you believe that this guy Fabian just tried to act like he was more of a criminal than I was? He just kind of leave one thing for anybody else.
I'm just saying, we've walked similar paths. You're better at certain elements of it than I am. I'm just saying.
He's gonna be arguing that he should be allowed to say clanker because he fought in the wars.
I mean,
We all know that that's 4D's thing.
No one says that. No.
brutal.
My language, my bypass language barrier will not even allow me to say that.
Well, that's good for you. I'm very proud of you. You're a good boy. My favorite.
Thank you, ass.
My favorite for real.
For
Well, if we're done being cutesy, are we ready to go down into the shit?
yeah, let's
Yeah,
get
I mean,
into it.
these elevator rides are just so long, you know?
Are we in the Mass Effect world now?
Yeah, like we're standing in a perfect little formation.
The loading screen's been going.
Until, yeah, I think 1313 is loading in the background. Hey, like, so we'll get there when we get there.
And even when we get there, some of the textures won't be ready either.
Out of character for a second. Remember when like fucking losers were like, "Oh, Star Wars Outlaws is hiding the loading screens behind the fucking atmosphere." It's like, yeah, yeah, it's a game. Anyway, let's go.
Congratulations.
You cracked the code on the games industry.
Okay.
All right. So your turbo lift finally comes to a stop, and you came from like the daylight of Coruscant into a dimly lit shithole. This looks like every like back alley you've seen on Dayu, or even some of the worst places on the Gundark's Nest, Fabian. It's very reminiscent of all that all around. There's the occasional, neon light here or there. There's trash littered all through the streets. Shady characters all over the place of species you do and don't recognize. And Haylex steps out of the elevator first and looks at Thobor. If anyone comes up to you, point a blaster at them. You armed?
I mean, as much as I have access to a blaster, I have this nice little wrist blaster that doesn't really do much. Maybe in the eyes of like a trained killer, but like it goes.
Fabian,
well
you got something better for him?
Yeah, if Aben reaches into his coat and like takes out like the shoulder holster, the heavy repeater blaster, and just kind of like claps it into Thobor's hand.
Awesome, great. Try for subtlety and style, but evidently,
when you're on level 1313, very visibly putting a gun within reach is subtlety.
Well, I can respect that. 4D, stay close. Do you have some sort of like patrol protocol built in there? I'm assuming you do. I know we just sort of trust you to do whatever, but whatever your toughest setting is, Go for it.
I don't have to shoot anyone, do I?
Hopefully we won't.
I'll let you know
Hopefully
if
we
you
won't.
do.
It's so dim. I think I will turn on my illuminators.
So 40 turns on these big like flashlights from his eyes.
Fantastic. I want to
So,
imagine that
40
in
just has headlights
Like in
on.
in Ghostbusters when Egon looks at like over
Yes.
like Bill Murray and he's like
I want to
that's
imagine
the
too that like
Republic.
in Thalbor's suit pocket, Kimmy has the equivalent of like an iPhone light, like when it's on in your pocket. Like there's just a little bit of like a slight glow that's coming out.
And so you guys start down a street, and almost immediately there's like a Duros like popping out of an alley who sees Thalborn and is like, "Hey, stranger, you looking for some spice?"
Buddy,
don't
I've
wanna
done
sell us
so
any
much
spice.
spice.
What
in my
kind of
day.
spice?
And Haylex just flashes a blaster.
I love how we had 3 different reactions at the same time. One reaction was diffuse. One reaction was start talking about drugs in general, and the other was the child just being like, "What's a spice?"
Peppermint?
And the third was back off or I fucking shoot you.
But good luck with your sales.
I think the
So-
Jedi mind trick worked. Haylex says knowing it was the blaster. Or Faven says knowing it was the blaster.
And she just keeps going down the street. All right, so
Nice
we're gonna
people
head
around
down this way for a little bit. There's gonna be a warehouse that we go to that's owned by one Cab Verlin. If we're
Okay.
lucky, he'll let us in. If not, we'll have to.
Make our way in.
Yeah,
What kind of backup does Caverlin usually roll with? We talking a little gang, a couple sidekicks.
depends on what operations he's got going at the moment. Like I said, he's an arms dealer, so depending on how many shipments he's got going out and how much protection they need, kind of determines how much protection he has around him.
Haylex, in your opinion, when we get in there, should we be in like kind of snide diplomacy mode or dick swinging mode? Or just kind of follow your lead?
I think we just kind of have to see what we're up against when we get there.
Okay.
Depending on how numerous his forces are, will determine how capable we'd be in a fight. So therefore, that'll affect how bold we are in our approach. I'd like to think, he's a businessman at the end of the day, a fucked up businessman, but a businessman nonetheless. So if we make a good deal for him, which, hey, maybe that's where Thalbor Sheems will come in. But
I would like to note, for the record, we've encountered a few businessmen throughout our journeys as a crew, and not once has it gone according to plan, been smooth, or has the other party been reasonable. Even when I thought that I secured us minority ownership of the entire company and that we were going to be set for life, now we're here. All right. So we're
in
about
a mood.
how long of a walk would you say we are from here? Should we be on our guard around here? Do you know your way through here?
Thalbor, I'm from here. Of course I know my way around. But you should be on your guard at all times down here.
All right. Pulling out the blaster very gingerly.
You don't have to be that unsubtle about it.
No, I'm just saying. There's, guy's trying to sell a spice. You threatened to shoot him. It's just
Well, look,
I'm
all I'm
gonna-
saying is that you holding a blaster like that, they're going to see your hand start shaking pretty quick, and then they'll negate any effect the blaster might have.
all right. Let me do like one of those cool just walk like this.
Oh, no, just... You know what? Just get between Faven and 40 and try not to draw any attention to yourself.
I do not have any dick to swing.
That's nice.
Well, we
Faven
can
is
look into
making
that
a
for you.
point of like making sure his coat is falling in such a way that is covering the lightsabers.
Okay.
That like because I think he knows like if shit gets hot, he has the potential of like de-escalating simply by like pulling his arms back, and it's like the other like 3 blasters holstered plus 2 lightsabers could have a chilling effect as to what the fuck they're dealing with.
Alrighty. So you guys kind of fall into line behind Haylex. Every once in a while, it looks like someone starts to approach you, and then with the flash of a blaster, they kind of back away. Some of them you get the vibe of pickpockets, others con artists. Lots of interesting characters eyeing you guys down these streets because they can tell you're not from here, but at the same time, given the assassin droid and the somewhat well-known master assassin that's traveling with you, they're kind of steering clear.
Beautiful.
So you guys,
That's good.
proceed for a few more minutes, and eventually
40's like just waving at them.
you've got like your heavy sniper in one hand, and you're just waving.
Fucking Chris Jericho
so-
out here.
Hi guys. The learning tree 4044. Anyway,
13 is 40.
you guys make it eventually to a string of warehouses where Haylex stops by one of the doors and just starts like pounding on it with the pommel of a blaster. And eventually one of those little like door robots like from Jabba's palace. Yeah, pops out. And it doesn't say anything, but it does look at all of you.
It would be awesome if it popped out and was just like, "What y'all want?" That'd be great.
But it doesn't
What's
say
going
anything.
on?
The
Waiting
fuck
for a
going
response.
on? Hey, yo, Terry. Anyway,
Thank you.
continue.
We're here to see Cav. And it doesn't say anything. And it focuses on Thobor for a second and zooms in a little bit more.
The
We're supposed to make an appointment. What's the examination here for?
Backs up a little bit. And you hear what like garbled whispering from the other end. And what is he doing here?
Who he? Me he?
The thing gets right in your face again.
Hi. I don't believe if we could. It's like lightly moves the droid like out of my face. Like, I'm assuming you can see me. I can't see you. I don't think we've met. I was under the impression this was going to be a first time introduction today. Is someone I know on the inside? Could you let us in?
You're pretty well known for the price on your head.
Yeah, I mean, it has been an interesting couple of business quarters, but things are getting squared away. Things are being squared away. Sort of legit, sort of not. We're not here to cause problems. We're here to, parlay, I guess.
Cav will want to speak with us. Let him know that Haylex is here. And you hear some more like garbled calm chatter. And eventually the voice you were talking to cuts out and a new voice cuts in. Been quite some time, Haylex. It's an interesting company you're keeping now, but do come inside. And you hear the door unlock.
I think
You
that's
reckon
an invitation.
You recognize that voice?
Yeah, that's Cav.
Okay. All right.
So you guys enter this little warehouse. It does look like there are several like crates along the walls. Not sure what's in them. They just look like standard shipping crates. And then you see that there's one kind of smaller crate that's been made into almost like a makeshift desk. And sitting behind it is a human man who's wearing just kind of ragged attire, nothing fancy, nothing particularly flashy, just kind of dirty. He has very like wispy, thin hair. You can't really get a good gauge of how old he might be because his face is covered in burns. The face is very mangled and just disfigured, I suppose. And
Nick Nolte?
he sees all of you come in.
Nick Nolte. Fucking Nick Nolte catching a stray on the show.
It's not Nick Nolte. It's more like Mason Verger. You know, like
Oh, gross. Yeah,
yeah.
very gross.
So he
Like this dude got melted and lived
yeah.
in a sense. Yeah.
And so you all kind of shuffle in, and you do see that there were a few armed guards along, maybe about 4 in the warehouse.
Oh, so
he-
nothing.
Yeah. And so he brings you along up front. Well, this is an interesting group of people, Haylex, not your usual company. Please introduce yourselves to me. I'm sure you're aware of who I am.
Master Jedi.
You know, we were really trying to keep that under wraps, but okay, cool. Fabian Martel, pleased to meet your acquaintance. And
He
puts his
doesn't-
hand with the shake.
He doesn't shake your hand. He just leans further back in the chair from the other side of his makeshift desk.
Cool.
Pleasure. And you too.
Hi, I'm 4044, but you can call me 40.
Wonderful. And that makes you Tharbor Sheems, then.
I mean, I was waiting to go third. That way I could say that. But seeing as you've already said
Your
it,
reputation precedes you.
You are a good guesser.
he is 40. Although 40, there's a difference between a guess and an inference, and just knowing something for dramatic effect. We'll go over that later. We will. My reputation is, I would say, thorough, as is yours. You seem to be suddenly the focal point of our entire endeavor, and so we are now.
Call the flattery authorian.
I mean, I can respect that. You seem stressed. Would you like me to order you a better desk? Because I have a guy.
How about you get to the fucking point? And why don't you explain how you got down here, Haylex? I'm a lot curious as to that. And Haylex sort of speaks up and she says, I thought we could continue to do business. After all, I strongly suspect Vera gave you the last cache of the Doxos revenge, and we're interested in negotiating.
Yeah. Negotiate what she said.
That's very interesting. Not quite sure how you deduced that Vera managed to get that to me, but it's true. I do know the location of that poison. What I'm curious about is to why there's a New Republic rat across from me right now.
Is there any reason for name calling here, Verlaine?
I want to imagine that there was a fucking just like cheesy ass beat where like everyone turns and like kind of like a Rise of Skywalker when they all turn around on Posada and then like 3PO also does the turn.
Yeah,
that's Thalbor looking for the rat.
No, I imagine you turn to
like
Haylex and then you turn and you're like, oh wait, they're talking about me.
Look, I understand why you'd feel that way. I really do, but I want you to understand the advantages that we bring to the table. Would you permit me to make a little pitch?
Oh, you're making a pitch on behalf of the New Republic.
No, I'm making a pitch on behalf of Thalbor Sheems Esquire.
Oh, you don't even have their support anymore. That's sad.
Can I just say what I was going to say? Please.
Sure. I'm mildly curious.
You, my new acquaintance, hopefully soon to be friend, are clearly operating at least somewhat in the shadows. You have a gatekeeper droid. You're here, low resources. These guys look like schmucks. What are you paying for each of them? A few hundred credits a week. They're not looking like inspired soldiers. You're here using a canister to do your business. You're in the shadows, not where you should be. Whereas I, who also runs an operation somewhat in the shadows, I'm over on Dayu, as you're well aware. I, not an hour ago, was chumming it up with the chancellor of this here republic. And my point is not that you should like her. My point is not that she should like you. But my point is the empire's gone, and guys like us, we're on the rise. The Hutt cartel, criff the Hutt cartel. Guys like us, we can have a place in whatever is about to be on the other side of this conflict with the, I don't want to say invincible pirate warlord robot, but it's not looking great. You could be instrumental in toppling that, and you'd be shocked at how many people in Mon Mothma's New Republic would be willing to look the other way on these things. In fact, you put a credit on that canister, and you and I could be in business. I know you don't trust Haylex, and quite frankly, don't let her hear this. I don't really trust her either. But we came to an accord, and she hates me. And you can see some strategic value in this.
Two people who cut deals with the New Republic being charmed. How quaint.
Okay.
Now allow
I've heard
me
enough.
to
Sorry.
counterpoint, Mr. Sheen.
I love a good, respectful counterpoint. Please continue.
You're acting as if there's regimes that matter, but you and I both know the truth of this galaxy is cold, hard credits.
I agree.
And he's offering more than you.
And how much is the metalloid monstrosity offering you?
More than you could possibly imagine. As you hear something else enter from the other end of the warehouse, there's a floating black orb, and you come to recognize, Fabian, an Imperial ITO interrogation droid floating in. Not the body you were expecting, I'm sure, but it gets around.
Oh, well, you are really running to the bottom of the barrel, aren't you, buddy?
All right.
Also, please,
I'm
you can
saving
drop to
the
Mr.
good.
Martell. It's Fabian. I've put my lightsaber through you enough times for you to know that.
Oh. I've missed this. It's
Okay.
only been a few days, but it's not just been the same without Aurochs suffering under my control.
All right, bastards. Can we have a quick huddle while that thing,
You may
ominously
not
floats toward
in
us?
my presence.
Would you like to be a part of the huddle?
You can do all your business right here in front of me.
I just wanted to make 2 quick points. One, we have 4D here. You're here. Haylex is here. Fabian is here. I am also here, but I'm really focused on the fighters right now. I'm not really too concerned with the pinata that just strolled into the room trying to intimidate us. What I am concerned with is why someone of your stature started taking orders from a rusty old bucket of droid parts. Does this not bother?
I take orders from no one.
It kind of seems like you're an employee right now. It
yeah,
kind
that's
of
what
seems like
Doxo said too. And look
You
where
are.
he is.
You seem. Yeah.
yeah, like let's in fact, why don't you sit right there? I'm gonna address this little balloon here at your party. Would you
How about you
say that
address
it's a-
me when you accuse me of
I'm not
being an
accusing you.
ant on the ladder?
I
We're
just
talking
have
to
a
your
question.
boss.
I just have a question.
And
Salvage.
he pulls a blaster and points it right at Fabian.
I use force disarm and whip it across the room.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well,
Sit down,
you-
Cav. The big boys are talking.
you should have. You're gonna. You hear that? Salvage.
And
Salvage.
at this point,
would you
he
say that this
pulls
is an
out-
equal partnership?
Cav pulls out like a
Boss.
holdout blaster to point at the ITO droid, at which point, like a small compartment opens up with a thermal detonator that's armed and ready to go. And Salvage says, "Sit down before I blow you to smithereens."
Oh, so that is. I could take that as confirmation of the power dynamic here. So, Cav,
Habits of flipping power dynamics on people who think they're above me. I did it to Aurochs. I did it to Vera. You're next.
Salvage. I don't know if I can call you that, but since you've almost killed me twice, I figured that's first name. Do you have a last name? is this a Madonna situation? Regardless, I am curious. How much did you guys exchange monetarily for him to sell out and become your baby back bantha bitch?
I've cut a deal with this droid. I'm not anyone's bitch.
I'm just asking, how much does it cost to get a guy like you to do all of my dirty work? Because, if you survive this job, I'm looking for someone to clean the office.
Unless you can beat 2 million in creds.
Listen,
2
we're going to cut
million.
through the dick measuring. Fabian uses the Force to pull up a crate, set it down in front of the desk, sits down, unclaps his lightsaber, one of them, from his belt, and puts it on the fucking table. And looks right at Caverlin and says, "You're playing for the losing team right now."
We should also note that there is a thermal detonator that is armed.
I know, but Salvage isn't dumb enough to turn it on right now.
I don't know. I think Salvage is pretty dumb, but
Oh, yeah, but not that dumb. You're playing for the losing team right now. He can talk all he wants about a thermal detonator. If he sets that off, he doesn't get his little bioweapon anymore.
how do we know the bioweapon is here?
It is.
Oh, well, good to know. Now I feel a lot more comfortable with the theatrics. Please,
That was
Fabian,
all
continue.
vibes. I had a feeling.
I had to make
You're-
a deal with this guy just to get it close enough to ascertain its whereabouts.
I understand
I'm
that.
honoring the deal.
Oh.
You keep threatening people like that, Salvage. And what I see is we brought the fight to you. Your little capital ship is in wreckage. The Doxo Syndicate caved in on itself. And now you're bullying around the latest wannabe crime lord. Wannabe because you're not quite there yet. No disrespect. To doing your dirty work, as Mr. Sheen said. We can give you a better deal. And we can take this bioweapon off your hands. And not that I want to go around threatening anybody, but as you've said, we have a little bit of sanctioning from the New Republic at this point. We would much rather be able to walk out of here as allies than having to say, bring the full force of the New Republic down on your head. If we can leave with the Doxos Revenge, then we can leave just saying, yeah, we found it. There was an arms dealer. Don't worry about it. We have that kind of discretion we can use. Right now, you're trying to give a bioweapon to a lunatic who's just going to kill you anyway. And we're the guys who have beaten him twice now. Now, as
you
I
think
say
you've
that,
beaten me twice?
Michael, can I try to use the Force to wrench the thermal detonator out of the salvage torture droid?
So it is like magnetized into the droid itself. Like it is
Like
in a
soldered
compartment
in there.
Yeah, it is
like-
a compartment in the droid, essentially.
Okay,
So
If
it's
the
probably not
droid
going to
is-
come out. You're just going to pull the whole fucking droid toward you. If
Cool.
You move.
if I destroy the droid, will it then like disengage?
It'll probably blow.
It'll probably blow.
Yeah.
What about 4D?
How much of a blast radius are we looking at?
Probably take out half the warehouse.
Take out half the warehouse?
Yeah.
How occupied is it further back?
Bitch, I can't run that fast. I'm an Authorian.
Okay, that's why I'm saying I'm going to try to throw it all the way back and it be
Yeah, but
away
you guys
from
are kind of like toward the back end of the warehouse right now.
that. Okay, so if I throw
yeah.
it or
So it probably
or
won't go
up,
well.
you
If you...
throw it up through the roof.
So Salvage is like, you think you've beaten me twice. You beat me once. And you may have diverted my plans a little bit when you destroyed the Death Chemist. But at the end of the day, I will still get my poison.
We're for sure counting that one as 2, just so you know.
Fabian
we're-
whispers to Caverlin, sounds like he's coping to me.
Yeah. Cap, look, bodies have dropped along this entire ride so far.
Don't talk
You're
to
going to be
him
the next
anymore.
one.
You can talk to me.
But this is his office, Salvage.
Not anymore. And you hear a few blaster shots ring out that take out the guards and the and one that goes straight through Cav's head. As 4 assassin droids are walking the top of the catwalk with snipers.
Man, Cav got good. Did you just one-shot Cav?
Yeah.
It's over for him, man. Fucking loser. I swear.
Now the grown-ups can talk.
Oh, man. He was warming up to us.
Yeah.
Well, now the top of his head is warming up nicely.
I hate that.
He's
That was
got
good.
jokes. He's got
hate
jokes.
Nah,
He
it's pretty
downloaded
good.
some jokes.
Unfortunately, we do have to hand it to him. Hate to see it. Okay. So we're all here. We're all armed. Your droids are armed. You have the detonator. The poison is here. What's the play? What in your mind happens next?
These droids hold you off long enough for my other men to secure the poison from the basement.
Feynman
bring it
turns on
back
his
to-
comm link so that Donrick can hear that Salvage is on Coruscant.
Yeah. And then once it's in my hands, I'll disperse it how I see fit.
And you
You
said
only
that the
delayed me a
Doxos
week.
Revenge is here, right?
In the
Yeah,
lower
it's-
levels.
In the basement, he said. He said it's in the basement. He said it's in the basement, Fabin. Not saying that for anyone else. Just you.
Thank you. I'm a little hard of hearing these days. Pod Race Royale kind of blew out a couple of things.
I hear you, man. Same.
I think
you
your New
okay?
Republic friend's hard of hearing after I cracked his skull.
Whose skull did you crack?
Yours, first of all. Second of all, your New Republic friend you shared a cell across from.
Are we just reminiscing on the good old days from 6
Yeah,
months ago?
Oh, that's all I've been doing for 6 months.
And the part where you got cut to pieces. I'm assuming Donrick knows send reinforcements right fucking now based on this communique. So I think
Probably.
the objective is to keep Salvage jerking off.
Salvage, since you're going to kill us, and it seems like this is the end.
You won't die here. I know you're going to cut through these droids. It's just a matter of holding you off long.
Well, you got the thermal detonator. I'm assuming that you don't need this interrogation droid body, do you?
Oh, not at all.
Okay, so there's a chance that
What
we're
are you
all
riding around
dead.
in these days? You have something a little bit more substantive than this? Want to go a couple rounds again?
You
buddy?
may as well call this droid Orox Ryza for how useful it is.
It was pretty good. I'm warming up. I might switch teams. I have to say. I might join you. I'm not exactly sure what the whole personhood situation is with you, but we could probably get you in front of a court of law.
I mean, the Grand Inquisitor
You won't
was
be the
better
only
at
one who's
monologuing.
switching sides.
Grand Inquisitor was really good at monologuing. Oh, who
Okay.
else do you plan on switching sides? Who else is on the hit list here, huh?
I think we're done. Droids, go ahead and open fire. I'll be downstairs. And as the ITO droid wanders toward a little kind of corner of the warehouse, 4 of the assassin droids start heading down. Before 2 of them make it down, Haylex is already like parkouring up to the rafters. And is preparing to just engage 2 of them on her own, leaving 2 for the rest of y'all. Let's go ahead and have everyone roll initiative.
I'm bricked.
Oh boy. All right, baby.
All right, I got 13 on initiative.
I got 8.
You want to put us in private chat too, just so you hadn't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
1.
Oh, buddy.
Bro, why do they hate my guy Jerry?
All right.
Jerry's-
Good day.
Jerry's got ops out there.
The ops are polyhedral.
The ops.
Alrighty. So one of the assassin droids, and as a note, these assassin droids are the exact same model as 40.
I don't like that. I don't like that you made a note of that.
So the first one, after rappelling down, is going to take a
Don't shoot the one with a smiley face on it.
Yeah, for real.
He's going to take 2 shots at 40 and 1 shot at Thalbor.
Fuck all that, man.
First one is a 15 to hit 40, so that's going to miss. Second one definitely does not hit 40. That's a natural 3. And that's a natural 2 to hit Thalbor. So actually all 3 of these shots miss. So I'm going to say as the droid like rappels down, Fabian, you just kind of step forward and start deflecting shots.
Yeah, I was going to say, since we're starting battle, I'm able to, like, just at the beginning of battle for free pick my stance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I go into dual blade stance.
Cool. Alrighty, so that means Fabian is up next.
Cool. I am going to. Okay, so you said Haylex is engaging 2 on her own.
Yeah, the 2 up in the rafters are essentially non-factors for this fight. They're
So
just
she's
fighting
going.
her.
So it's just the 2 in front of us.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to blitz whichever one is closest to us, and do saber assault.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, I get to attack with my other weapon, right?
I think if you switch to
No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
yeah,
you're right.
you'd have to be doing one of
Yeah,
the other
'cause the
forms. It's
dual-
your bonus
the dual
action
wielding-
to switch to them.
Okay, yeah, I was just making sure because my dual wielding is just the +2, which like increases the likelihood of me getting to counterattack. Okay, I'm just making. Okay.
It just increases your armor class by 2.
Yeah, but I mean, like for my duelist style, because my armor class is higher, it's more likely for them to whiff on me. which
Oh,
means,
right.
like,
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm just gonna do saber assault. Da, 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 da.
And I don't think we've actually said it on air. Fabian's got a new feat replacing Cycle of Hate this time.
Yeah. Do you want me to read it?
We'll save that for another time, probably like a behind the scenes stream or something. But
Cool. All right. Cool. I will do saber assault.
the new feat is a custom one called Purity of Combat, where he can switch his lightsaber form. So that's the gist of it.
Yes.
Juices just opened my dishwasher. I gotta go shut that real quick.
I didn't know that was a thing I could do.
Did he just shut the cat in the dishwasher?
Yes. I did not do that for the record.
I rolled a 15 on the die. What do I add to that?
I believe it's +7 for you.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's your proficiency plus your strength. So yeah, that'd be 7.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, that first attack will hit. Do you want a force empowered strike?
Yeah, and I'll do that for. I'll do it for 3, just because I want to get through these guys so I can chase salvage into the basement.
Cool. Alrighty, so that will be an extra 4d8, I believe.
Cool. All right, so how many am I rolling in total?
That would be 5d8 plus 4.
Okay, so 98.
No. 5d8 plus the number 4.
Oh, okay, sorry. I confused myself. All right, so 2. 2 was my first roll. I was saying 1 is in my first roll. So 2, 7, 4, 6, 4, 7.
Okay, that last roll was a 6th one, so
Oh, I lost
yeah.
count.
I got the first 5, so that's
Okay,
9, 13, 19, 23 plus 4, 27. All right, so that first hit does 27 points of damage. Looks like it It's a pretty solid hit. That hurt that first one pretty good. So now go ahead and make your second attack.
Cool. Same thing?
Yeah.
8, 7.
Well, you got to roll to hit.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, we'll hold on to those. Where'd my D20 go? That is a 9.
9 plus 7, that is 16, does not hit.
Fuck it up. Okay.
And I can no longer ask you if you want a cycle of hate. So
No, I cannot. I cannot go sicko mode.
More like cycle of woke.
ain't got that dog in him no more. So
Nope.
you make this first strike, and it does kind of maneuver out of the way of your second. The next up is going to be the second assassin droid, because y'all did not really roll well on initiative. So this one's going to take all 3 shots at Faven.
Oh, that's fine.
First one is going to be a 16. That won't hit.
No.
No. This next one's a 26. That will hit.
Blaster deflect.
What does that do?
That just
Flex
realized.
blaster.
Yes, that. I don't think it ended up on my cheat sheet. Shit. Hold up. Because I know I took it in my new force abilities when we leveled up. Hold up, we might have to go to 5e because I don't think it's on any of my shit.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. You said it's called Blaster Deflect?
Or deflect blaster. I don't remember the exact wording, but that's what it does.
You sure about that?
Yeah, because I remember being like, holy shit, this was here the whole time, and I felt like a dum-dum for not taking it sooner.
Okay, well, if you can't find it in a few seconds, I'll have to move on because I don't know what it is.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Move on. I'll keep looking for it in the meantime.
Okay. I will third attack then. That is a dirty 20, which just hits you with your armor class. So let me check these things stats. How much damage does it do?
Jared, have you considered rolling better?
Hey, Alden. Who was ahead in initiative?
I'm just asking.
Maybe you should roll
Not
better.
me.
Okay, so in total, it is going to be 29 points of damage to you as this thing
Christ
gets
on the
off
cracker. Okay.
2 shots
29.
right into your gullet because it gets bonus damage when you get hit in proximity of the other assassin droid.
Lovely. What would you say it was?
29 points of damage.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Don't argue with me. Argue with the stat block, bitch. Thobor, you're up.
I got some team buffs going on. We don't get a team buff. I'm always
Nah.
in proximity of these 2 bitches. What do I get?
You are the team buff, dog.
Wait, real quick. I found
Right.
it. It is force reflect is the phrasing of it, which is annoying. In response to being attacked, you attempt to deflect the attack with the force. When you use this power, you take the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10. If you reduce the damage to 0 and the damage is energy, force, ion, kinetic, lightning, necrotic, or sonic, you reflect the attack at the target within range as part of the same reaction. Make a ranged force attack at the target you see. The attack has normal range of 30 feet and a long range of 90. On a hit, the target takes the triggering attack's normal damage.
Okay, so in order to get the desired effect from this, you would have to roll enough on a d10 to reduce the damage to 0. Otherwise, you'll take the full damage.
Okay.
And you can cast it at higher levels with more force points to get more d10. But with both these shots landing, it's probably just going to be better. Just take the L. This is
Just
essentially
take it on
like
the
the
chin.
monk's deflect. Kind of.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, now we know though. Now we know
Yeah.
what it is.
cool. So Thobor, you're up.
Okay. How close are? Because I know we were at the desk with Homeboy, who just got killed. So I'm assuming his body is like close by to where we are.
It's kind of like toppled. You know how like Palpatine falls when Yoda force pushes him in Revenge of the Sith? That's about the position Cav Verlin is in right now. Ass
Hell yeah.
overhead, just
Awesome. Fantastic. Face down, ass
So,
up.
such
Yeah.
a dignified way to die.
This is just fantastic. This guy literally got the ultimate Glove Shadow treatment. He showed up, had some cool dialogue, had a fun voice. It's completely
it was
over.
just me
for this
doing the
guy
Mason
already.
Berger impression. That was it.
Well, what's funny? Okay, out of continuity for a second. When we approached the door, didn't know what this guy sounded like. We also didn't know who was in there. So when that voice took over, I thought it was an insane reveal that Cad Bane was there, because you were basically doing the same voice that I
It is
do
kinda
when I
similar.
impersonate Cad Bane, and he would be alive at this time because Book of Boba Fett hasn't happened. And so I
You
was like,
learned
"Oh
last
my
week."
god, Cad Bane, we're dead!" But it wasn't.
Can you imagine if I did
So-
heavy hitters like that 2 episodes in a row?
Yeah, Cad into Mothma. Fucking
He's
wild.
gonna. I heard the fucking mischief in your voice. I'm waiting for another character. Fuck you. All right. So what I wanted to do first is because I'm gonna get got by these guys. There's just no way around it. I'm a slow, big ass target. I wanted Thalbor to. I don't know how much movement necessarily it would take, but since he's right there, I wanted
I would
to
say-
go. Go
If
ahead.
you're trying to just get to cover, you can just hide behind like one end of the desk, and it gives you probably a good like 3/4 cover.
Okay, yeah. So I was gonna do that. I was literally gonna be like, because I thought he got like shot and blown off of his thing. I was gonna go use him as a meat shield. But if the desk will do, then
Yeah,
that's fine too. So I'm gonna go hide behind the desk. It's gonna be
I
my
vote for
first
meat
move.
shield though.
I don't know if he provides as much cover.
Yeah,
It
I
probably
know, I
won't.
know.
That's the thing. It would be funnier, but I'm trying to live.
Yeah.
And then I am going to expend a superiority die to use Insight to bolster the resolve of one of my allies, and I'm going to bolster my beautiful son, 4D44. So my superiority die, I always forget. It's a D6, right?
yes.
All right, so I'm going to roll my D6. And I got a 5. So I'm
Sorry, I'm getting
adding
your shit pulled
now.
up.
No, you're good. Yeah. So it's ally can add the maneuverability modifier to every damage roll they make until the start of my next turn. So all of 40s get that +5 on his damage now. This is maneuverability roll, but that means the maneuverability modifier is the superiority die total, right? Same thing. Am I correct?
I don't believe so. Hold on. What you said? It's Insight.
Insight.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just whatever ability score you use for your modifier, which in this case is your charisma, I believe. So he just gets a +5 to all damage.
Oh, so okay, so this is not one of the ones that the value of the die matters.
No. This is one where you just spend the die from your die pool, and it adds the flat total of your modifier.
Oh, okay, well, it's still a 5, but regardless, good to know.
Alden, in the event you try to attack on one of your turns, I sent you the stats for the disruptor pistol I handed you, by the way.
Yay! But thank you.
Okay.
The homies
40.
are sending each other. The homies are sending each other blaster stats. Blaster
Wouldn't be the
stats
first
are
time, am I
are
right?
Oh!
Alrighty, 40, you're up, bud.
Okay. So we get 2 coming after us, right?
One of them is currently engaged with Fabian. The other one is currently shooting Fabian multiple times.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's shooting at Fabian with
Cool.
my incinerator rifle.
Go ahead and make both your attack rolls real quick. So it'll be a D20 plus 8.
Yup. D20 plus a D8 or just
Plus 8, the number 8.
okay.
because it's 5 from your dex, 3 from your
24.
proficiency. Okay, that first one will hit. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
Okay. +8 again.
Yep.
27.
Okay, so that second one is actually a crit because of your thing where you crit on a 19 or a 20. So if
Can
you,
you put, we already did.
And
the
do I
math.
get +5, right?
Right? Yeah, it's +5.
well, that'll be the damage. So we'll do that in just a sec because you have an ability you can activate if you want. Let me get your cheat sheet pulled up. I'm getting everyone's cheat sheet pulled up.
Yeah, the cheat sheets. I
You'd
need
think
to
I'd have
to
this
level
prepared.
4D up too, because 4D hadn't been leveled up, I feel like, in 2 seasons. So,
You leveled up halfway through season 2 and at the end of season 2.
I'll probably level up about 2 episodes away from the finale here. So we'll be good.
That's kind of the best time to level up is going into the final battle. So
Oh yeah.
So you have an option when you take a critical hit. You can expend a superiority die. You've got a 50% chance of rolling max damage and a 50% chance of rolling minimum damage. It's up to you if you want to take that chance.
I don't want to. I want to stick with because this is a pretty good hit. It's
Okay,
a pretty good hit.
so you'll go ahead and roll.
I gotta save my other dad. My dads are in trouble. I gotta save them.
So go ahead and roll 3 d8s for me then.
3 d8s. Okay.
now is the one that was shooting me that he's going after? Is this the one I softened up already, or is this the other one?
No,
still
this is the other one.
Full health. Okay.
Oh, hold on. You probably want me to roll them. Roll 3 times. Tell you the 3 numbers correct.
I mean, if you
or
want to
do
just
you
add them
just-
all up, you can. I don't. Whatever's easiest.
It
for
was
you.
well. It was 22 then.
Okay. So 22 plus 10 from your ability scores plus 10 from Alden. So that's 42 damage total on these fuckers. Good job, man.
Yeah.
This guy's
let's fuck
looking
this guy up.
pretty hurt by those 2 shots.
That's my son.
I will say, Jerry, just so you don't forget,
I love you, Dad.
You also have action surge where you can take another action and get 2 more attacks off if you want while you're still benefiting from the insight buff.
Action surge
Yeah.
is
Let's get fuck this guy. Let's get a one more shot on this dude, and then a shot on the one that is like Fabian is engaged with as well.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d20 plus 8 again for the attack on the one that you roughed up thus far.
Yeah, it's 14
Is that after you add the 8?
after I add the 8.
Yeah, that one's gonna miss, unfortunately. So your one against the one that you've already damaged misses. Go ahead and make your attack against the other one now.
It's gonna be 18.
That one just hits. So go ahead and roll a d8 for that.
8.
Cool. So that is an additional 18 damage to that one. You guys both are looking a little rough right about now. So with that being said, it's now the first assassin droid's turn, who's going to turn from Fabian, who's going at him, to 40, and is going to take 2 shots at 40 and 1 more shot at Thobor.
Yeah, fuck. Jesus.
First one's
Man,
going to miss. Second one's going to be a 22.
These guys suck.
And it's a nat 1 against Thobor. So
The power of the desk.
I'm telling you.
all right, that's going to be 15 points of damage to you, 40, as he lands a shot right in your shoulder plating.
That 15, that ain't shit.
Nah.
And that's going to be it for that.
I started out at
droid's turn.
70, right? What's my max hit points?
It should say somewhere on your character sheet. I don't remember what we.
Crossed it out a couple of times, so that's what I was.
That's what we'll
there's
go with.
70
then,
on there
70.
right now.
That sounds right.
Go with 70. 70 sounds right.
Alrighty. So Fabian, you're up.
Cool beans. Let me see if there's anything I want to do here other than just swing my lightsaber.
Deuces is very enthralled by the perils of combat.
I know. Yeah, I'll do saber assault again, but I'll do it for 2 this time. So
So you're going after the one that's still right in front of you?
yeah,
Cool.
drop that one. So I'll do it for 2.
Deuce, stop. He's trying to go after my math rocks. I said math,
And
not
then-
math.
Did you say math rocks?
Yeah.
You said
these-
this thing's 18 armor
Yeah,
class,
these are-
right?
These are my math rocks, Jerry. I didn't say what their armor class were, but
Oh,
maybe,
you said
yeah,
earlier
they are
8.
18.
You said that hits exactly when Jerry rolled an
Yeah.
18. I also rolled an 18.
Cool. So then you said you wanted to force empowered strike?
Yeah, for 2, please.
Cool. So go ahead and roll 4d8. Yes, that sounds right.
6, 8, 2, 4.
20 plus 4 for your dex. That's 24 points of damage. Yeah, this droid's looking real rough. Probably one more solid hit will do it.
Cool.
You want to
Oh,
make your second
and
attack?
bonus action.
You still got your second attack.
Oh, I do, don't I? Yeah, I do. Cool. That's not going to do it. I got a 9.
Cool. So bonus action, what were you thinking?
I'll stay in dual blade.
Cool. So next up is going to be that second assassin droid, who is going to take 2 shots at Fabian and then 1 shot at 40. Okay, first one's going to be a 21 to hit. Second one misses. Third one is a 17. 40. What's your armor class? You're muted, Jerry. I didn't hear what you said if you said it.
16.
Okay, so those both are going to hit. So, Fabian, if you want to try your blaster deflection,
Yeah, I was
going
going to say, can I try force reflect? Groovy.
So, how many force points do you want to spend on it? Each force point you spend gives you a D10.
Okay. I'll spend.
Because I'll go ahead and tell you what it's rolling for damage. It's going to roll a D8 and 2 D6s.
A D8 and 2 D6s. I will spend 2 force points.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 2d10.
Cool. I'll make sure I have the right one this time because I fucked that up before I remember. That is a 9 and a 3.
Unfortunately, it is dealing 20 damage to you. So
Damn.
actually, that's before its modifier too. So that's actually 23. Yeah, 23 points of
Holy shit.
damage to you.
I gotta find a way to like fucking boost my defense here because
They're rolling good tonight, and they're just getting
Yeah.
bonus damage from their little ability. So next up is going to be Thobor Sheems, Esquire.
Thank you for using my full honorific. So I am still behind the desk, and they're both droids are still up, or just one?
Yes, one of them is looking really badly hurt. The other one hurt, but not as bad.
How close am I to the really badly hurt one? Because this guy, he's still not a good shot, but
Maybe like 15, 20 feet.
all right, I'll try my hand at it. I thought we was gonna poke his head out. He's gonna look at this thing. He's gonna have a real life reaction that is also in character, which is me realizing in this exact moment that the disruptor pistol that Fabian gave Thobor does acid damage. So Thobor's gonna look at it and be like, "Did you hand me a poison blaster? Jesus Christ! What are you doing? You're carrying this around? You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna burn your skin."
that's not the one I gave Jim.
I'm just asking. Oh my goodness. Okay, wish me luck. And Thobor's gonna shoot at the Really.
rolls a
Make
nat
your
one and just riddles Fabian.
Shit.
Like, because
It
that
disintegrates him.
is the
It's just like a drizzle of poison just comes
well.
out.
The
like,
reason it's classified as acid damage, Alden, I don't know if you remember from like the Jedi Knight games, like specifically Jedi Outcast. That's that like crazy gun, or it's actually the same blaster that Iden Versio has. It has like the charge shot on it, but it does like the fucking rounds. I don't know why they
Yeah.
classified that as acid damage, but like it does melt on contact.
That's funny.
That's
Yeah.
probably why.
Well, that's what I got.
So it'll be your dex modifier plus your proficiency when you roll.
Oh yeah, me and my big ass body with my -1 dex.
So it'll be a +2 to what you roll.
A +2.
Yeah, because your proficiency.
Am I proficient with?
We looked this up
Is-
last time. You are proficient with like simple blasters, so
Oh, okay. I thought. Oh, so this. Okay, I was confused because of
because
our
we had this
conversation.
issue when you were using
Yeah,
the wrist
yeah.
blaster.
Well, it's just
Figured it
because when we talked just now about it, I was picturing a rifle, and I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure, but I guess if it's that, it's just the same kind of fire. Okay,
Yeah.
so it is still a pistol. All right, so I got a +2 here, guys. Guys, big prayers in the chat right now, guys. If you're watching this, big prayers.
On the
Give
dead.
him your
up.
energy. Even if you don't believe, put your hands in the
Yeah.
It's a
Unlock
13.
that does miss, unfortunately.
Man, fuck y'all.
So as you
You guys
aim
didn't
real
pray hard enough.
carefully, Bubble, you have your big hero moment where you like you get up from behind the crate and you do like your big hero pose, fire, and it just goes right by the droid's head, and then you're just like,
Yeah, it just like sinks back down. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just
So like Fabian has to like deflect it from behind his back into the wall.
that was a strategic distraction shot. Trust me, they're rattled.
all
Can,
right,
can Alden roll for deception to distract it with the strategic distraction shot?
40, you're up next, bud.
That's a no.
All right, let's take a couple shots at the guy who's still standing, who should be down.
Okay,
So-
go ahead and make your attack against that one. If you land a hit on it, it's almost certainly going to die. So, because he may or may not have 6 hit points left. So if you roll even minimum damage, you will succeed in killing him.
I got a 14 for my first one.
Is that after you add the +8?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one will miss. Go ahead and make your second attack.
It's gonna be a 9.
That one is also going to miss, unfortunately, as you are shooting. These things are actually kind of like agile and moving around. They're almost moving like the commando droids from like the Clone Wars. You can tell that their like base programming has been like upgraded and modified. So that is going to be it for you, I believe. Assassin droid, the one that's with Faven's going to again take. This one's actually going to take 2 shots at Thobor and 1 at 40. It's going to be a 22 to hit Thobor, a dirty 20 to hit Thobor, and then a 21 to hit 40.
Damn.
Michael, you better go to a fucking casino when we're done tonight.
Thobor, you're going to take 21 points of energy damage, and then 40, you're
That's
going to
illegal.
take 10 points of energy damage.
Damn.
I'm taking 21 points.
You are.
Oh my god.
Fabian, you're up, bud.
Cool. Question.
No.
Okay.
What's your question?
If I were to use, I just got so thrown off because Taylor just started playing the most recent episode of Basterds, and I heard my own voice from in the other room while I was speaking, and I was like, "Ooh, am I having audio leak?" If I were to use, okay, I have to attack to get my second attack. I couldn't use a force ability and then do an attack.
Correct. You have to take the attack action to.
Okay. So how fucked up is the one that is not already on death's door?
It's got less than half.
It's got less than half. And which one goes next? Is it the really fucked up one or is it the not super duper fucked up one?
Not the super duper fucked up one.
Cool. I am, in terms of bonus action, I'm going to stay in dual blade so my armor
But
class
keep in
stays
mind,
high.
they're getting extra damage if they hit a shot on you engaged with an ally. So if you take out one of them, you completely negate their ability to get that extra 2d6 of damage.
Which brings me to my action. I am going to use Force Disarm on the not super duper fucked up one to kind of negate its turn altogether.
Okay, so Force Disarm.
Question. I'm assuming the only weapon it has on hand is the rifle
Yes.
it's been shooting at us with.
Correct. Okay. Okay, must make a strength or dex saving throw. It does get this save with advantage because it's being carried by them.
Okay.
So
fuck it. I'll just attack the weak one.
okay.
I'll just do it just straight up, just lightsaber attack. And first roll is a 9. That's not going to get it done.
Nope.
Fucking A, guys. We suck tonight.
Speak for yourself.
We talked too much shit.
I suck.
How's a 12 do?
12 total?
12. What do I add to it again?
You're adding a +7 to it, so.
+7?
The answer 12 total in that tone really answers the question in and of itself.
No, it wasn't 12 total. +7, I hit. That's a 19. I hit.
Okay, yeah, you do hit it. Do you want to force empowered strike it?
Sure. Or
Okay,
wait a minute.
So go ahead.
So wait, hold on, because I think we keep skipping over when I do saber assault. Because I've hit at least once on this thing, so it should have slow. Because saber assault, the ability is...
it has to make it should be making a saving throw after each of these. I keep forgetting about this shit. Let me go ahead and make it saving throw. That is a 19 total. So yeah, it's gonna succeed.
Okay. All right. Just making sure we're on that. All right. So I'll do force.
Thank you for reminding me though.
Yeah, no, you're good, because I keep forgetting too. Because I keep forgetting that doing a force empowered strike is not the same thing as me using saber assault.
Yeah.
But I will do a force empowered strike.
So go ahead and
just for
roll.
one, though. Just for one.
Yeah. So roll 2d8 for me. It's basically a formality. Actually, no, because even if you roll minimum on both, it'll kill it. So unless you want to roll for formality's sake, but
No.
I don't want to cut the wind out from under your sails from having.
No, you're fine.
Killing these fucking things, but yeah,
Cool.
you
I'll just
finally cut this fucker in
do
two.
it.
You do that, it drops, and you still got one more attack for the other one.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's right, you don't. Okay. So next up is going to.
I wouldn't be able to sleep if I
droid.
lied about that and took the extra attack.
No, I appreciate you. Okay, I'm going to make. Or rather, this droid's going to take 2 attacks against Fabian, 1 against 40.
No, it's you. It's you. Don't hide. It's you.
Okay, that's a 24. That's a natural 2.
What are you running?
That is a 15 for 40. So it's only going to hit on one of these. Dang, it rolled minimum damage. That's 5. You take 5 damage. As it just grazes you with another shot. Deuce, please don't slap around my dice. So, next up is going to be Thalbor.
We're in a much better place now than we were a minute ago.
Yeah, I'm staying behind the desk, and I'm going to use encouraging speech to buff both of my homies here. So that's going to be the 5 from expending the superiority die plus the amount that I'm about to roll.
Yep.
On this d6 here. So that is 5 plus 3. So you guys both get 8 temporary HP
Oh,
right now here. So let's buff these guys up a little bit.
Hell yeah. So what do you say to kind of encourage these guys?
Fellas, so help me God. We were just in Mon Mothma's office, and now we're here being shot at with a basement full of poison. Just barely survived an encounter with a thermal detonator. Let this all be proof that life comes at you fast. But if this is how we go out, so help me God, I'm going to haunt both of you. That should be enough encouragement for you to get through this. Please, please, please don't let my last memory be getting punked next to this charred up melty corpse. That's my encouragement speech.
2 things real quick, Michael. First, now that the first assassin droid is down, I didn't actually talk about my bonus action. Real quick, does my saber staff bonus attack have to be on a different target?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, because it says different target. I wasn't sure if that was like you can attack another guy, or if it was like it's hard, has to be the other dude. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just curious on that. Other question, how's Haylex holding up?
Haylex is currently taking out one of the droids and is kind of like ducking and weaving between like crates on the catwalk to get up close to the other one.
Okay. Okay.
So next up is going to be let's see. It's back to Fabian, actually.
I will just do plain Jane lightsaber bullshit on this one, and I will force empowered strike for 1. So 8 plus 7, 15. No.
Misses.
Hold on. I keep like rolling on the fucking thing. I rolled a 9 plus 7.
Unfortunately, that will miss as
misses.
well.
Fuck me running.
Y'all are continuing to slash at this thing as it's continuing to kind of duck and weave. It's going to it's going to go ahead and bonus action disengage from you, Fabian, get some distance of about 15 feet, and then take another 2 shots at you and 1 at 40. That is not going to hit. That is not going to hit.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
That is not going to hit. Jesus, I rolled 6, 5, 6. Okay. So it's kind of wildly taking shots as it's backing away. You can sense it's getting a little bit desperate here and feeling a little overwhelmed at the loss of its compatriot. Thawbor, you're up again, bud.
Man, already? Jesus. We haven't killed either of these guys?
No,
you
one
killed
Did I
one of
not go? Did I not go the last
Oh.
time?
Yeah, I think we skipped 4D. It feels like
Did
it's
we?
been a while.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
think we might have.
Sorry.
I
Let's go ahead and
think you're
take
good.
your turn from then.
Yeah, let's do 4D and then, come back.
It wasn't like either of us had
No,
consequential turns.
I was sitting here. I was like, wait a second. Have I rolled that bad that I?
No, you'd think with a shorter initiative, it'd be easier for me to keep track of, but apparently not. So,
It's so good.
go ahead.
I got lost in the shuffle too.
Do you want to take 2 shots against it?
Okay, so he's backing up again. Yeah, I'm just gonna take another couple of pot shots with my incinerator rifle.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and make your 2 attack rolls.
Any update on when New Republic reinforcements will be arriving to our location because they know that we're in
Yeah.
deadly fucking trouble, by the way?
Yeah, well, they got to get down to level 13,
Oh,
and that's
for
even
fuck's
if they
sake.
can do that.
Yeah,
But
there's only like
there's
2
no
elevators.
presence
There's
here.
only 2 elevators on this
Oh
continent.
my
to get us out of
God.
The first one's gonna be a 26.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and make your second attack, and then we'll roll damage at the end.
This is like calling the cops in real life.
Truly.
You're fucking.
I'm about to
dead.
pull a
18.
Thawbor, and I'm gonna be motherfucking done, Rick.
Dude. Fucking swear. I hate these
The
guys.
second one was 18.
Yeah, both of those hit. Go ahead and roll 2d8 for me.
Light them up.
It's gonna be 11.
Okay, 11 plus 10, that's 21. He is looking real rough right about now. Not quite as bad as the last one right before it got fucked up, but one or two more solid hits will definitely do it in. Thobor, we're going to resume your turn, and then we'll come back to 4D for this round.
That's okay.
All right, let's see here. Let me use. There's no limit, right? On maneuver. It's just my die is the only limit. It's not like
It's
this
how many
maneuver
dice
is
you have,
spent.
and
yeah,
because it's expending one each time you use one of these maneuvers.
yeah.
I
yeah.
can't
So I've
remember how
done.
many.
I think I've done 3 maneuvers so far this encounter.
Yeah, let me check real quick for you.
No, because you gave 4D the attack buff, and then you gave us temp HP,
Oh, that's
and
only
then
2.
you
Yeah,
attacked
yeah,
on the
right.
one. So
I
you
attacked.
So
Yeah,
it was only 2.
but I mean, like it's the dice count as your only limit. It's not like you can't incite again.
Right, exactly.
You could do incite for every fucking.
Yeah, and you can do them up to 6 times. You got 6
okay.
superiority
6.
dice. So
All right, so I'm gonna incite again. I'm gonna be like, Fabian, he looks like trash. Obviously, you can outclass this thing. If you can't put it away with a couple whoosh whoosh, then I don't really know what this team is good for. Let's pack this fucker up. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Goes
Now, no.
already,
+5.
40, you're up, bud.
Again already? No. Okay.
Oh, that counts for 4D as well. Then I thought we were okay. Oh, because that was his last turn. That's
Yeah.
Right.
If you want to retroactively apply that to 4D since he's up sooner, you can.
Well, it's
I mean, that's up to
for-
Michael, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I would be offended
if you want.
I mean, yeah. Let's do 40. Yeah.
Cool.
Ignore
Okay.
the whoosh whoosh and make it a pew pew. Same thing. Go ahead. Do
I
your
think
thing.
40's going to take the incinerator rifle in one hand and his one of his heavy blasters in the other one. I'm going to do the old classic double shot.
All right, go ahead and make your 2
Assassin's
attack
Creed,
rolls.
In my mind, 40 just becomes a John Woo character and like jumps across the frame.
Yeah. 25.
Yeah, that'll
sexy.
hit. Go ahead and make your second attack roll, and we'll roll damage all at the end.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you will.
That one's going to be a lucky 13.
Okay, that one will miss. So go ahead and make your attack roll. So you'll roll 1d8, and we'll add 10 to whatever you roll.
That's an 8, sir.
40, how do you want to do this? How do you want to take this assassin?
I think it is. I think it is John Woo. I think I think that thing is about to take a shot at Thawbor, and I jump across the desk, and because I've got that same agileness as well,
Mhm.
a little bit. I have the potential.
Yeah.
And I do the double shot, right? And I think that it just like goes through both of its eye holes and just explodes out of the it's one of those like gruesome.
Yeah,
like,
you
Clone Wars
completely
shots.
blow out the back of this droid.
It's just like a hole, like a cartoonish hole inside of where the head used to be and stuff.
Yeah,
And it
there's
just,
so
like,
little
goes-
left of the face after you obliterate it as it falls back. And around the same time, you hear the other assassin droid from the rafters just fall downward as Haylex lets off a few shots from the very same assassin droid's blaster rifle before it hits the ground.
Nice.
Cool.
That was unpleasant.
That sucked. We got to get to the basement right now. Hey, Lex, jump. I'll slow you down with the force.
She was like grabbing the rope to rappel and then just kind of gives like a fuck it shrug and then jumps.
Then-
Hell yeah. While they're
On the
doing
way
that,
down.
Thawbor is looting homeboy over here who got.
Okay. As you
Pat,
I
reach
reach
back
for
love
down
his
the
Louis.
court.
I love taking things.
Oh, it's wet.
as you reach for his pockets, you guys do hear like a rumbling
It's like wet paper money.
from underground, as if something, perhaps a thermal detonator, went off underground.
All right.
Okay, everybody stay up here then, because I'm immune to poison, and if that blew up with the Doxos Revenge, it may have like dispersed it. And I don't want anybody else to breathe it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
possible.
You can take the droid too.
Yeah, okay, 4D, come with me. Fabian goes into Saber stat, or he's staying in dual wield. He's staying in dual wield and kind of like takes point kind of in like a guard stance.
So Haylex holds back with you and is like looting like blasters off of the droids. While you
Bob,
are
get
looting-
Donrick on the horn and tell him to get his ass down here now.
Thought gets on the comms.
Listen, I know you can hear me, and I know you were listening, and you guys aren't here yet. What is the point of having X-Wings if you can't just whoosh down a hole? You
Oh,
guys
I'm
use an
sorry, I
elevator?
can't bring X-Wings underground, you fucking moron. I'm working on it right now.
Just fly downward. Just fly down. And then jump out.
X-Wings underground, moron.
And Haylex is looking slightly amused by all this and goes, "So how long have you two been married?"
It's just, Haylex, if you listen to anything that I ever say, just stay alone. When this is over, just go and be free. Because I'm stuck with these assholes. Probably forever.
Michael, I'm making a knowledge fight joke to you and you alone. It's giving stone buildings burn to the fucking ground, Eddie.
Also, I resent this comment both in and out of character. Because when you remember going to the lower levels, like in Clone Wars, it's those massive
They took
assholes
entire-
that ships.
Yeah, they have to
Their
land for an hour.
You go in and out. Yeah, but like gun that shit, man. Floor it. Get down. here.
That would be a pretty cool like
Floor that
sequence, just,
shit
like,
going down into
straight
traffic.
down, like
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
It'd
Yeah,
be
you
pretty
might
bad.
you might create a
pretty
couple more
badass.
Marquez sisters here and there, but
Whatever, that'll be fine.
So you guys,
That worked out well for them.
Fabian and 40, you guys start heading underground. And there's a lot of smoke and rubble, but not like poison smoke. It's an explosion just happened down here. Smoke.
yeah, I think like before Fabian even sees anything, like before his foot even hits the floor coming off the step, he just goes salvage, and like just like trying to bring him out.
Mm-hmm. And as you're walking forward through the rubble, you are seeing the remnants of that ITO droid. So it blew itself up or got blown up one way or the other.
Thanks, Theric. Fabian gets on comms, and you said that like we can tell like there is no poison.
At least not through this initial bit of rubble.
Okay, can I do a perception check to make sure that I won't kill the rest of the organic?
Well, you're
part?
going through these like underground tunnels. You'll have to venture a little further before you can be certain of that. You know.
Okay. What are the tunnels looking like? What looks like the best?
It looks like a
to
pretty
maybe-
straightforward path at this point. It looks like you gather from what you're seeing, something probably shot this ITO droid.
God, this better not be another guest character. 40, let's keep going, and we just haul ass down the corridor.
All right, so you guys,
Very
Are-
much without the element of surprise, since I screamed salvage upon getting
Yeah.
down here.
and you do see a like door that looks like it was previously like locked, because you can see where the panel for it was opened and clearly tinkered with, because there are loose wires hanging out of it. You're guessing that this was most likely a room where something valuable once was. And as you get open, you see an open crate that is empty. And
Fuck!
something, you hear movement in one of the vents, and something plops down, but doesn't hit the ground. Something is hanging upside down out of this vent. Points a blaster at you as you point your saber at it, and it's Kane Zaret. He goes, "What the hell are you doing here?
The fuck are you doing here?
I was tracking Goru. What the hell are you doing here?"
Goru's here?
He was.
Take
As he
that. What's
looks
the-
down at the empty crate. "What were you looking for down here?"
that?
"Well, what's that?"
The Doxos revenge!
"Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Carol."
Thalbor over comms. Are you poisoned yet? Or can we come down?
No, I'm not poison, and your bounty hunter's here.
My bounty, like a bounty hunter that I work with, or a bounty hunter that wants me specifically? Because that will greatly
Zarek's
influence
here.
my decision on going
Zarek's
downstairs.
here. Fuck! Zarek's here.
Oh, Zarek's here.
It
Put
looks
him
like
on.
we just missed Goru by a few minutes.
Oh, Goru's here too?
Well, he was.
I'm really conflicted about going downstairs now. But he's not there now.
Now he probably took whatever's in this.
Which would be the Doxos revenge. It's missing. There's an empty crate, and Goru Saruman has it. Where do these tunnels go? Is there like a clear exit where this guy would have gone through?
Probably went out the way I came in, not through the ventilation shafts, but there's an escape route out.
All right, everybody get down here. You get out of that. Let's keep moving.
And Haylex is like, "What the hell is going on? Why do we have so many strays coming along with us?"
You will find that we are in the business of making friends, such as yourself.
And so Kane's kind of explaining as Thalbor and Haylex walk in. He's like, "Been tracking Goru. I've got several trackers on his ship. He's disabled several of them, but he hasn't found all of them yet. So wherever he is, we can still track where he's going."
So we can cut him off at the pass.
I guess. Did you all set off that explosion?
No, we
No.
were a little bit busy fighting
I
off
thought you
assassins.
did. Did you shoot like an Imperial torture droid?
No.
What the fuck?
Well, I guess Goru probably did then.
Why would he shoot the asset? But that's salvage. Why would he shoot salvage if he's working for fuck, what if he's not working for salvage? God.
What if there's another party at play here in the situation?
Look, I've had taps on Goru's comms. He hasn't been calming anyone.
40, are you picking up anything weird? I know we don't want you connected to the net right now, but
how would I know? I was gonna say, do I need to do like a perception check or something?
well, I just mean like
What are you trying to
because
perceive?
40 has like short range scans, right? That he doesn't.
Oh,
need to be
okay.
online for, I think.
I
It's
just didn't know if I.
very short range, like within the room, short range. So
Is
Yeah,
the
he's
cyborg
here.
Gungan in the room with us.
Okay. I mean, I guess I
Probably
wasn't
not.
specific enough.
I
with
do
that.
not detect Goru.
Well, good job, 40.
Thank you.
all right. Well, if we can get to your ship, we can track him.
All right, let's get going. Does the bastard have like a beckon call? We can try to get down here on like some certain useless fucking X-wings.
Kane's just like, "I've got me a little transport. We can get up to the surface.
Okay, and everybody in his transport right now.
It's gonna be a tight fit." As you follow him out to like a little speeder where there's like 4 seats for like all 5 of you.
Fabian
right.
will literally Fabian will use the force to hold on to the fucking thing.
Oh
on
no!
the
You know
outside.
what? You know what?
Oh yeah,
no,
you have
40
magnet
40,
feet. You have
40,
magnet feet.
40 will magnetize to the back of it like he's Darth Vader in that one fucking comic where he stands up in the back.
40 just fucking stanced up in the back with fucking Fabian sitting on Halex's lap because Lord knows it ain't the other way around. And then we all know who's fucking topping in that situation. And then we got
Canonical bottom, Fabian Martel.
it's just canonical now for those playing at home. We got homeboy up here driving probably with his feet. And then Thalbor and the passenger princess, Thalbor Sheems.
So as you guys are taking this transport up, you just see the X-wings coming down.
Right, yeah. Fabian gets up. Dominic, follow our tracking, whatever the fuck, and follow us to where we're going.
Well, where are
this-
you going now?
Follow
Where
the
are we going,
78
sir?
Pinto.
We're going Gungan hunting.
That was metal as
Haylex
shit.
is like, seems like another person you probably should have killed during the Xarian crisis.
Well, you know, we're learning to be a little harder edged.
We didn't
All right.
really exactly have an opportunity to kill him clean either.
Fabian, what were you saying? You don't think he's working for salvage?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he is or isn't. I would assume he is. He was working for Vera.
Yeah, and then we betrayed him, and so he's most likely not on our side. And then Kane speaks up, and he's like, "He's probably not on your side either, because you betrayed him when you sold him to me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faven just kind of like looks directly at Thalbor because we had fucking Goru in our hand.
Look, let's just establish now that we're going into a situation with a lot of unknowns, and that if it's not people in this speeder or magnetized to the back of this speeder, or frankly, Jim, we can't really trust anybody. So as long as we're all on that page, be ready for anything. And I'm okay with co-signing a shoot first, ask questions later policy when we
Now,
see
hold
this.
on. One more thing. It's not on Vera's side, not on your side. He is the one who told you where the death chemist was, and he told you that to screw over salvage. So he's not on his side either. Goru's up to something else entirely.
That or he was bought. I mean, you know, Salvage clearly has the credits to pay, what was it, 3 million to Laser Brain back in the warehouse?
Unless he's got another account I'm not aware of. He hasn't received any major transfers like that.
Oh, what the fuck is Goru doing?
Where's your other Gungan? Can he give any insights?
Yeah, he's depressed about the price of eggs. or
This
something. I don't
situation
even-
right now. Oh, God,
He's
guy.
we left him on the ship. He didn't want to come deal with it, so we're gonna deal with it. And he couldn't keep his head in the game, and so it's just this is the team now.
Wasn't he tracking Goru though?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, but he also was like, I don't want to have anything to do with this. This is probably
Yeah,
going to.
he was more so just focused on deciphering tech.
Mm-hmm. And he also did task 40 with killing Goru.
Yeah.
Yes, I tried to forget, but he did.
Well,
All right. Do we want to try to get Zuzo on the horn while we're closing in?
doesn't hurt. Can get some more insight into where he might be going. Well, especially if we can start narrowing down hyperspace coordinates once he's on the move.
Cool. I like Zuzo on the holocom.
So
Zuzo, buddy, you there?
while you're pulling up Zuso, Thalbor, your comm is going off, and it's pre-poke.
Oh no. Oh,
Pre-poke. You're not supposed to be dialing me directly right now, little buddy. The hell are you doing?
oh.
What do you think about the truth, Thalbor Sheems?
Oh, Christ. Turn this thing around now! Thalbor starts screaming. Thalbor reaches for the fucking controls of the speeder.
What are you doing? As he's
Right
fighting to
in
just get it back on track.
I'm not worried about the Gungan right now. We need the location of the safe house. Donrick,
Clicking over to Donrick Chigwood.
converge on the safe house now.
What are you?
Thalbor's putting like both throats into the fucking screaming
Yeah.
and everything. It's like rattling.
My fucking ears, first of all. Second of all, why? What's happening?
You're
Salvage has
compromised.
pre-poke.
You are compromised. The whole safe house.
So as he transmits coordinates to you, and you're kind of like reading them off to Kane as he's like forced you off of the controls. He's like, fine, one detour before we get to that Gungan, but I'm getting paid for that.
Oh, let's make sure that you get paid. My Mothma's my new best friend. You'll get paid triple. Donrick, so help me. If a fucking single hair on his precious little bomb brat head is harmed, I will fucking kill you.
All four of
myself.
my guys are still there, Thalbor. He's gonna be fine.
Oh, they're still there? Then how come I just heard salvage over the comms coming from Prepoke's frequency?
What?
Your men are dead. Get people there now.
So you guys.
Can they drop us off? Haylex Slifal, you guys go to the safe house. 40 and I will handle Goru.
We need you at the safe house, Fabian. You're our best fighter.
Can't let the Doxos revenge get away from us.
I don't care about the Doxos revenge right now. Let 100,000 people get poisoned. Give them a whole moon. This is more important to me, and I'll leave the team if I have to. I'm dead serious. And again, Donric, I will have you killed.
All right.
And Haylex, you do see, like, switches her blaster to stun and kind of gives you a look, Fabian, like, do I need to step in?
I put my hand on hers to like over the blaster.
On the stump.
Oh fuck yeah, I forgot. I mean I kind of assumed
No,
I was
I know.
sitting in like a way that I would be able to touch the hand and have a moment. Okay,
Just like-
Donric,
Let them go after Goru.
Yeah, no, you're right. This is what I was about to say. Donric, Kane, we'll transmit where we're tracking Goru. We're going to the safe house.
All right, fine. I'll drop you off on the way there.
Besides, you have X-Wings. You'll be able to cut them off at the pass a lot easier than us if we're only in a speeder. So be ready to pursue Goru through space, disable whatever transport he's in as soon as you can, and take him. Try to take him alive so we can interrogate him.
I'm not really married to the alive thing. But
So you
Go
guys
off.
are
If you can.
speeding toward the safe house. Kane is still driving you because he can't really like break off until he drops you guys off. So he kind of like drifts over to a landing platform right over by the safe house, and two of the guards from the detachment that was left with Prepoke come up and train their blasters on you before they're clearly receiving like comms from Donric to stand down, and they kind of step back. Is the location compromised?
Yes,
you
salvage
are
is
out here. What's happening on the inside?
He's fine. He's in his room.
When was the last time you saw him?
30 minutes ago. At
Zarek,
most.
you're coming with us. Fabian throws the door open with the force.
You guys charge in and you find the bedroom suite with Prepoke, and you swing both the doors open, and the room is empty and the window slightly ajar, opened from the inside.
No signs, though, of B&E. No signs of...
No signs of force entry. No
Prepoke's
signs of
here, though?
resistance.
No, the
No,
implication being that the room is normal, there was no breaking and entering, and Prepoke dipped on his own volition.
And Thought Warrior Calm is going off again, once again, coming from Prepoke's frequency.
Yes.
You didn't answer my question. What do you think about the truth? For many years, Tabor Sheems, you twisted the truth to earn you a living, to gain your status. I am optimistic, however. I believe that the truth will set you free, and I'm sure Prepoke agrees. That's the thing, Thabor. I didn't have to get to him. All I had to do was talk to him and tell him the truth. That you are the reason his parents are dead.
And that's where we're going to end this episode of Ionized Bastards.
Man, you didn't even let me cut a promo on this bitch. I hate you.
Oh, we're so cool.
Welcome to season 3, motherfuckers.
I hate this whole game. I hate you guys.